Hi guys, so I know it's been absolutely ages since I've done a video. I do apologise, but as you can see, I'm not in my usual surroundings. I've actually just moved to university yesterday, so I have a completely new setup. I've been really busy sorting everything out for that. But anyway, I'm going to do a setup video, so I'll post a link up here when I've done it and edited it and stuff for you to see. But yeah, so this is the look we're going for today. It's like a red smoky eye, and I was inspired by two different images for this. The first one I saw quite a while ago, which was a Kristen Stweart kind of smoky eye with a hint of red on it, which I really liked. And then yesterday I picked up InStyle magazine and I found one with Nicole Richie on it, and she again has quite a red smoky eye, so I thought, okay, why not do that? So let me zoom in for you a little bit here. One sec. So it's really simple to do. It involves a lot of layering, so in that sense it's a bit harder than some of the looks I've done before. But it's generally, I think it's 2 blushes, not counting the one on my cheeks, a couple of different eyeshadows. I've used stuff from MAC, I've used stuff from Glamour Doll Eyes, it's from all over the place. But I hope you enjoy it, and if you like what you see, stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is apply an eyeshadow base. I'm taking Urban Decay's Primer Potion in Sin, and that's just going to give a really nice glow underneath the red. By the way, you may notice my eyelids are already slightly red. That's because I started doing the tutorial and realised I hadn't pressed the film button by accident, so I kind of took it off, but I don't think I took it off properly, but oh well. Anyway, so once you've got the primer on, and as you can see it kind of leaves this really nice champagne-y colour, I'm going to take a blusher. This is from MAC and it's called Frankly Scarlet. And I'm just going to take this on a chisel fluff brush. This is from Crown Brushes. And I'm just going to obviously tap off the excess because red is really hard to get off your foundation. I'm just going to pat that over the top. I don't want it too crazily pigmented at the moment because I'm going to place the colours and then build up the pigmentation. This look is all about layering, and it does take a little bit longer than some of the looks that I've done before, but the result at the end does look quite nice. So that's just all over the eye area, just to give that really nice red kind of look. Make sure that you leave the inner corner out, because red eyeshadow can really close your eyes up. So that's just going to help to open them up again, sorry. Sorry about that. The next colour I'm going to take is a Glamour Doll shadow, and this is called Just Bitten. And this is actually Bella's colour, so it works really well with the whole, you know, Kristen Stweart red smoky eye thing. And I'm going to place that in the outer half of my eye, just like that. And I'm going to kind of slightly start to extend it into almost a cat wing sort of thing, because as you can see, if I can find where I put the picture, on Kristen Stewart's eyes especially, she has quite winged out sort of eyeshadow, so I'm going to do mine a bit like that. But as I said at the beginning, this is an inspired look. It's not going to look exactly like Nicole Richie's or exactly like Kristen Stewart's. It's going to be a mix between the two, and kind of like with my own spin on it. So I'm just going to do that. That's roughly the kind of sort of thing that I want, the kind of shape. Just going to take that up a little bit here in the crease. Then I'm going to take an Estee Lauder brush. This is, I use it as a small eyeshadow brush. I think it's meant to be a lip brush, but I use it as a small eyeshadow. And I'm going to take Victorian, again by Glamour Doll Eyes, and I'm going to place that in the crease and underneath the lower lash line. Now, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video. My crease is really, really low, so if I ever put anything in it, no one can see it. So I'm just going to kind of create one almost a little bit darker, a little bit higher than it should be. I'm just going to pop that like that. I'm just going to bring it out as well. It's kind of down here. I'm going to blend this in a minute, but I just kind of want that sort of almost slight editorial look to it. So I just got that there. Just going to go in the outer V, and then kind of smudge it underneath the lower lash line. And don't poke yourself in the eye with it because it hurts. You'll do that just like that. Now this colour is really nice when you build it up. It's a little bit sheer when it first comes out, so you do have to kind of slightly build it, but in the end it does look very, very nice. So we've got that on. Now I'm going to start layering everything and building it up a little bit. So I'm going to take a bit of Frankly Scarlet and just kind of build that up to more of a redness on there. I'm not going to touch Victorian too much. I'll blend it in a minute. I'm going to take Frankly Scarlet, and I'm also going to take a tiny bit of this blusher here. Now this is called Dolly Mix. Ooh, whoops. It's called Dolly Mix, and it's a bright pink. And as you can see in the Nicole Richie picture, her eyeshadow is a very pinky red, as opposed to an orangey red. So I'm going to kind of take that pinky red spin and just kind of mix the two blushers and pop those on. Just like that. Again, try not to touch the inner corner too much. By the way, this little spot here that will not get coloured in at the moment, that's actually a chickenpox scar, and it very rarely decides that eyeshadow will actually work on it, so I'll go off camera and sort that out in a minute. But yeah, just to let you know what's going on there. Just a bit more pink over the top, a little bit more of Just Bitten. I've just managed to spill that on my lovely new desk. By the way, I am going to do a makeup setup video soon because, as I said in the introduction, I'm not at home anymore. I'm now at university, so I'm going to do a little kind of setup of, you know, what my kind of room's like, where I put my makeup and stuff. And it's actually slightly bigger than my, obviously because it's kind of a self-contained sort of thing. It's bigger than my room at home, so I have more space to put my makeup. So I'll show you all that in another video. Next, I'm going to take a highlight colour. I'm going to use, this is just a kind of creamy white colour. It's from a bronzing duo. I'm not sure where it came from. I think it was a makeup kit somewhere. But I'm just going to use that to blend out all the harsh edges and just make this look a little bit softer. Because the red is really going to make it look quite harsh, so you want to kind of soften it up somewhere. And pop that there. And then pop that in the inner corner as well, just to really open the eyes up. And also in this kind of bit here between the red and the crease colour, so you just got that. I'm just going to go over that crease colour once more just because I've managed to rub that out a little bit. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Right, then I'm going to go away and do some eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner, I'm going to use Glimmer Stick by Avon. I would have rather used a matte eyeliner rather than a glittery one, but I've managed to leave all of my pencils at home, so this is the only black pencil I've got. And for mascara, I'm going to use Colossal Volume by Maybelline. See you in a minute. I'm back. So for cheeks, it doesn't really look like either of them are wearing that much of a cheek colour. I'm just going to use a bit of Georgia from Benefit just to give a little bit of definition. Obviously this isn't kind of a cheek colour, this is meant to be more of a bronzer, I think. Could be a cheek colour, I don't know. It doesn't technically define it as either one. I normally use it as a bronzer, but it's just given a slight bit of definition. I'm sorry, the light is really washing me out at the moment, so nothing looks as kind of vibrant as it is. For cheeks, I already went ahead and contoured, but I'm going to contour a little bit more. So I'm going to use that contouring duo. I'm really sorry, again, I don't know where it comes from. Illamasqua have some really good ones out at the moment. The one that I've got is called Glint and Burnish, and then there's another one which is made for darker, like a darker kind of one almost. I've got the lighter, more warm one, and then there's a darker, cold one. So you got that one. So that's just, there's some really heavy contouring going on there because it does look like Nicole Richie has a lot of bronzer on. So just done that, and I'm just going to go and grab a lip colour. Okay, for lips, it looks like Nicole Richie has a really kind of pinky, almost like lipstick. I'm actually going to use, this is technically cast as a lip gloss. It's from Avon, and it's called Smooth Velvet Lip Colour in Pink Fluff, but it stays on like a lipstick. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on, just to give that nice little sheen. And then that's it done. So I hope you enjoyed my red smoky eye look, and for tutorials and for my setup video, stay tuned.